Before there was online co-op in Resident Evil 5, before Leon flipped a suplex in Spain, there was just a regular group of people. Well, let's equip our officer with the best gun in the game and dive into why Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 is a masterpiece. Launched in 2003 in Japan and 2004 elsewhere, File 1 was Capcom's bold co-op horror experiment. Of course, there was no voice chat, no hand-holding, just vibes, panic, and your PlayStation 2. But let's be real here, it isn't just about zombies, it's about surviving together, making choices, and getting absolutely clowned when your AI teammate brought a pole to a gunfight. And of course, it does not end the way you want it to. Every run was different. You could speed run the hospital or spend 15 minutes figuring out how to open a door because Jim decided to drop the key. If you think losing keys was the main problem, yeah, think about that virus gauge. You see that thing down there? Yeah, a lot of stress. If it hit 100%, you didn't just get a game over, you also got to join the horde and attack your friends. This game takes the cake, or should I say, the T-virus.
Hey, that really sucked!
But you want to talk about the gameplay, the cutscenes, blast processing?
The Sega Genesis has blast processing.
My man, take one look at Kevin Ryman. I don't care how cool you think you are, that man is gorgeous. And he is the main character too. You get to play as Kevin and learn from the beginning to the very end of what happens and what the characters' lives are like afterwards. Every playthrough was different. You could save Bob or just completely leave him. You could speedrun the hive or just bleed out next to a ladder while yelling help like it's your only line. It's not like anyone's gonna show up. And the wildest part, people still play this game. Fan servers, private lobbies, modded translations, the community refused to let it die even when Capcom did. And then you had the costumes. Of course they were completely useless and had no stat buffs whatsoever, but bro, if I could fight the undead in a cowboy outfit or just the best swimming suit, you best believe I'm doing it. Every time. File 1 and 2 wasn't just scary, but it had style. Of course it'd be like, you know, you might die in 12 minutes from a zombie dog, but at least you'll look good doing it. And the best part? You could play this game online with friends, and that was a lot of fun, unless you had friendly fire on. In that case, yeah, you're gonna end up on danger. Or just hope that you aren't cornered by Mr. X and your friend is trying to shoot him and instead they are hitting you!
I'll get that thing off of you.
Ow! Shoot him, not me! Ow!
Oh, what?
Ow! You're shooting me! No! No! You put me in danger! You put me in danger!
Yeah, these clips that you're seeing, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I got into that situation. Well, my friend UBCS decided it was a good idea to add friendly fire and possibly killed me at least 30,000 times. 30 million. Billion. You get the point. What I'm trying to say is this game was way ahead of its time before we even had Xbox 360. This was the game, especially if you didn't want to play PC gaming. But it was pretty unique playing online with the old PlayStation 2 consoles, especially the Slim. The Slim had its own Ethernet port built into the console itself, while as the Fat PlayStation 2, or Fat 32 as some people like to call it, you had to be lucky enough to find a network adapter accessory that was sold in stores, because 9 times out of 10, it was already sold out. I mean, yeah, back in the day, the PlayStation Network servers wasn't really that good, especially on the PlayStation 2. But of course, over time, when the PlayStation 3 came out, it was a lot better. But unfortunately, we never got Resident Evil Outbreak onto the PlayStation 3. Overall, if you've never played Resident Evil Outbreak, I encourage you, just look it up. Watch gameplays. Bakba Soup does a very good job of that. Resident Evil Outbreak will always have a place in my heart because Capcom did the unthinkable when it was just a console learning about the internet and playing online on multiplayer. And that's why Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 is a masterpiece.